That means I have to unmute myself. Huh. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was, yes. February was like a blink of an eye, and that's why I feel like February is kind of a reminder of you don't sit on your laurels and wait for things to happen or I'll do it. Here's what I want to tell you. After this last week, I learned three things of watching The Boys for the most part by myself, watching Reed and Riley. Um, I mean, yeah, I learned three things. One, Lacey, don't laugh. I don't need as much sleep as I think I need. Two, I can get a lot more done during the day when I'm not sitting on my butt and putting excuses in the way because I only have a snippet of time to get something done. And the third thing was I know even more so now with having them and my focus being that I truly want this to be a legacy business for our family and you guys to stop putting all the excuses aside and the fear and everything else and just get it done so that never ever will we not be on a trip together? Will we not? Nothing, any of that. So those are the three things that I learned this last week that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me, even when it's really, really hard. And there were 2 days where I about sent out an SOS and I didn't care who was going to come in the house. But I had about 2 days that I was really struggling. But then when I got to the end on Friday, the little angels did everything that they should do on a schedule and just made me want to come back over and over again. But I again learned that about myself. So I am so excited. But what I'm more excited about is the things that did get done in the month of February. We had some amazing things happen, you guys. Some amazing, amazing things. So, gosh, I don't even know where to start. But I don't want to, okay, never mind. I'm just going to start. Okay, so we had these people that welcomed someone in the month of February. So these following people helped one person. So we had Michelle Nice, Kaylee Reinsch, Jody Hudson, JC Waddle, Jackie Lenertz, Gert Shanahan. She's sometimes in your reports as Eileen, but Gert Shanahan, Carrie McCasland, and Blair Ryan. The following two people helped two people, Lexi Kellner, Caitlin Cox. Woody and I helped three people, and Lacey helped four. Congratulations. So then we had a first time rank promotion of Caitlin Cox, and her sponsor, her silver developer, is Kaylee Reinsch. Congratulations. That's huge. We had a re-rank, and she's on the call tonight. Congrats, Jackie Lenertz, for re-ranking gold. So, so excited for you. So excited for all of this. Those that held rank, we had Lexi and Woody, senior ruby, and Lacey, senior gold. Fast start, refresh. Da, 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 da. Lacey, senior silver, and Woody, silver. So second, before you guys, because we want to hear from those of you who are on the boat really fast. I just want to read this really fast because I would like to claim it, but it's someone who I knew from another company, but she's very reputable. And this just resonated with me. So really fast. Every step, every action and effort you push into creates a new footprint for someone else to benefit from. We can only serve the next generation if we are willing to take on new ground, try new things, get better at what we are already fabulous at doing, no matter what level of sameness or your comfort zone we are operating in. We have not been designed to stay there. Let me say that again. You have not been designed to stay there. God created us to work through us, and breakthroughs don't happen when we're stagnant. Refining and upgrading our thought life calls for renewing our mind. An unrealized desire of our heart can be delayed because of a lie that is occupying our mind. Something we need to replace, a fear that we will have allowed to become a shackle or a belief that we have settled into. Pastor Bill Johnson's quote, "Every thought that binds our future success limits the potential of our future generation storyline. We are to pave the way with our courage." So that means every breakthrough we experience because of a yes, I will forge ahead unobstructed by my silly insecurities, does in fact create a provision for a younger me that the world doesn't even know yet. I think this is called a world-changing mindset. Here's to the leaders who are yet to come, and here's to the significance of continually renewing our minds. I just saw that and I had to share. All right, Lexi, take it away.
That's so good. I feel like you need to post that in the Success Stars chat so that we can read it again. Okay, we're gonna try to run right through because I feel like tonight is just gonna end up going long, and I'm really sorry, but it's gonna be worth it. So I'm glad that you're here. We're gonna jump right into the recap from the cruise. And I just want to encourage you to lean in to what these ladies have to share. No matter how last week went for you, I know that it might not have gone the best and it might have been the best week ever. And I just want you to lean in and hear what they have to say because it's going to be powerful. And I just want to start before I introduce them. And this stat was shared with us multiple times. 70+% of the people on that boat were not jewels. That means they were senior ruby, ruby, senior gold, gold, silver. Those are the people that made up 70+% of the people on the boat. So if you are feeling unqualified or any part of that, I want you to lean into that and know that that's really not where Plexus is at right now. Plexus is growing in the lower ranks, and I hope that you can find comfort in that. So I'm going to kick it off and let Micah, you want to go first? I'm looking at you ceiling.
Okay. Don't mind me just laying in bed. I it's hard to narrow down all the takeaways I had, but I think some of the biggest ones was just being around, yes, my first one. Being around all these people and motivating people and people that have been through the ringer, if you feel like you're in the ringer, and all these things is just kind of uplifting and knowing that you're not alone in all of this and that there's so many people that support you whether you're on their team or not, um, is really eye-opening. And then I think another thing was just like realizing how much you can accomplish because like I knew I earned the cruise, I was going on the cruise, but like it wasn't until I was there that it was like, holy cow, like there's only so many people that earned this and got to do this and whatever. So it was really kind of a humbling experience, but also kind of a motivating one for me, I would say. And it was much warmer.
Yay for the warmer. And it was your first leaders retreat. Yes? Within your first year of
Yeah.
working the business. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Anything else you want to share about that?
No.
Other than you are so inspirational. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. We are going to throw it over to Taylor next. But before she talks, I want to make a huge deal that she was recognized on a huge stage crossing thing at the Plexus Recognition Pool Party for ranking up during the cruise contest. The contest during the cruise. She ranked up during that, and I don't remember how many people they said did that, but it was legit that she got to be recognized and her name was yelled and we screamed at the pool and it was so fun. So I wanted to first start because I know that she will not toot her own horn, and I just want to celebrate her for that. So now, Taylor, you may take it away.
Well, thank you for that. Yes, it was quite the experience walking across I don't even know, like, I want to call it a stage, but it wasn't even a stage. It was like to cross the pool, but it was really fun. Um, but I wanted to talk about something that BB shared, and actually Jeannie kind of led me into, like, she was kind of a perfect example for this. But I don't know, this just kind of really hit home. But BB was saying that essentially you control the way that you feel and behave every single day. Um, so, whatever your mindset is for that day, that's how you're going to essentially react throughout the day. So, if you wake up with a negative mindset, like, you can control that and you can continue being negative, or you can like flip the switch in your head and be like, no, that's not what I'm going to get done today. I'm going to find something small. Oh, my kid is crying. Um, and turn it into a positive. And so the way that Jeannie said that she was about to send out an SOS text but didn't, and figured out how to power through that, is essentially what BB was saying as well. Like, you can control your thoughts and behaviors every single day, and no matter how you show up is going to reflect on the people around you. And so if you earned the cruise or if you didn't, you should still be so proud of yourself for showing up every single day and bettering yourself and people around you. And so don't hang your head if you didn't earn the cruise or if you were on the wait list and didn't get there. Do not hang your head about that. But essentially, you can control how, like, what your next step is going to be. And so, like, your people are watching. And if you are showing them real life that, yep, I earned the cruise, but I was on the wait list, tell them. They understand, like, we're not perfect human beings. Or if you didn't earn the cruise, that's okay. You should still be so dang proud of yourself for setting that goal and just setting that. It's just a really big goal. So you should just be proud of yourself no matter where you're at. But essentially, my big takeaway from BB was, like, you can control your thoughts and feelings every single day. But it's like up here where it really is like the true powerhouse. So if you can work through those things, you're gonna reach your goals. So set them higher.
It's so good and so wise. Yay. All right, Lacey, bring us home.
Oh, I don't know about bringing you home, but I love me a leaders retreat. I just love being in the room. And my most favorite part about every single event, whether it is us just gathering to make bracelets, whether it is going to a leaders retreat, whatever it is getting to experience people who show up for the very first time. Like, it is the most incredible thing to just watch it through their eyes and just celebrate them so, so, so much, because so many people who are on the cruise ship felt like they didn't truly belong there. And I just want to remind you that you belong in every single room that you are put in. Every single room, whether it's in your room as a teacher, whether it's in the elevator with an executive, whether it is walking down the street, whether you are the most uncomfortable or you walk in so, so confident, you belong everywhere you are put. Sometimes where we're put really freaking sucks. But there is a reason why we are there. And the other big, big, big thing, like the overall arching thing that I just kept like going back to, is that our circumstances do not matter. They do not matter. It doesn't matter if you are a single mom. It doesn't matter if you are making $1 million. It doesn't matter if you are homeless. It doesn't matter if you're on top of the world. It doesn't matter if you're going through a divorce. It doesn't matter if you have all kinds of illness. You get to decide, like Taylor mentioned, what BB said with the law of reversibility. You get to decide where you're going with that. There are people who are going through the worst of the worst and have come out on top of the mountain, looking back at that valley, at the things that shaped them and sculpted them into this beautiful diamond. And there are other people who let it weigh them down and they are dead at the bottom of the ocean, literally and figuratively. And it is so powerful that we have so much at our fingertips, not just with it being March Madness, but the rest of our lives. We get to choose, and you either lean in or you fall out. And we cannot pull you, and nobody can do anything for us. It doesn't matter what cards you are dealt. It doesn't matter if you are signing lots of people, not signing lots of people, if you're mad about your upline, not mad about your upline, you're not on so-and-so's team, this person is falling apart. You get to decide. The other thing that I feel like I just have to like remember, because I tell myself all the time, is that boundaries are for me, not to keep other people away. They're for me. So when we look at our boundaries, we need to make sure that we are really, really, really good at directing ourselves to what is serving and growing us and cutting off the things that are not. Because it's your life. It's not anybody else's. And nobody else is raising your babies. Nobody else is loving your man. Nobody else is paying your bills. And God put you here for a reason, in whatever circumstance you are in.
It's so good. It's so good. I'm so proud of you. Okay, I am going to have just a little thing because I want to talk some more at the end before we head on over to do some work. There were so many takeaways and I have so many notes, but I feel like the biggest thing is something that Amber Miller said. And if you saw in the chat, her training was dropped this morning for our like something to do, learn. I'm not sure. One of those. This morning. And if you have not had time to watch that, that's literally content from the ship. I'm going to shake you by the shoulders a little bit and say, what are you doing not watching the content from the ship? Okay? Love you so much. The whole model of Plexus and what we do here is not keeping it to yourself. Because truly, if you don't have the conviction yet that what you have can help people, that's the whole base of what we're doing here. You found something that works. You're here on a Monday night, every Monday night. You have found products that work. Every single one of you has a story. I know it. So we do not keep that to ourselves because we are too convicted to keep that in. And on top of that, you never know who a +1 will become. You never know. You could sign somebody up this month who's going to be on the next Leaders Retreat cruise. Not cruise, the next Leaders Retreat trip. Pretty sure it's not going to be a cruise. You never know who a +1 will become. And something that I saw that was so powerful today is we have our incentives. And I'm going to kind of like segue into our incentives for March. We have our incentives for March, which are so exciting. We're still selling gut health. We're still selling a pink drink. The incentives are the cherry on top. And if that's what makes you work, I'm here for it. But remember that we're selling the same stuff we were last month, last year, for the last 17 years. It's still gut health. But who's excited about the iPad, Apple Watch, and red light mask? Put in the chat what you are going to choose. Or if you're going to go for 2, because you can go for 2. But what is so powerful and who a +1 can become, I think I can safely say everyone here knows Jill Renfro. Yes? Diamond Jill Renfro. She's kind of a big deal. She's like a voice of Plexus. If you don't follow her, I highly encourage. She is the epitome of consistency and showing up with her mocktail every single day in her kitchen. I got the chance to kind of pick her brain at one of our lunches. And I love her so much. And she's really, really willing to push and also like love you so hard. So she is incredible. And I just want to tell you, we never know who a +1 is going to become. 2 years ago, she asked Allie Thomas if she would like to win an iPad. Now, Allie Thomas is a Sapphire ambassador. One rank from the top. Next is diamond. You never know who a +1 is going to become. I'm going to say it again. You never know who a +1 is going to become. What if you help somebody earn an iPad this month and in less than 2 years, they're a Sapphire ambassador on your team? That's the power of what we have. Okay, iPad 2, red light. I really thought more would go for the red light, Apple Watch, and then the mask, Apple Watch. Oh, there's all the red lights. The red lights were quick. That's where you were. Red light, red light, red light. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna run through incentives quick. We're gonna try to keep this, like I said, but there's just so much goodness. So you help 6 friends. You get to choose iPad, Apple Watch, red light, mask. You help 3 friends and develop a silver ambassador, which means you help them share with 3 people, is another way that you can do it. You can earn a max of 2. So you could sign 6 and develop 2 silvers and choose 2. You could sign 12 and choose 2. So if you're going to choose a second one, what's the second one you're going to choose? Are you do something different? I have no doubt that lots of people on this team are going to earn these things. I have no doubt in my mind, but I want to help you shift and think bigger and think about how simple it can be to help someone help their first 6. If somebody comes on and they are first time sharing and they're so hopeful and so excited, it's a lot easier to find the first 6 than if you've been here for 10 years. It's not impossible, but it's easier. So helping someone find their first 6 and earn it. For our new VIPs who are coming in, who are going to be one of your 6, they get free shipping now through the 14th. We are going to look at March like the dang month ends on the 14th. Do you hear me? We're going to front load. We're going to double work through the 14th. Free shipping is only through the 14th. Write it down on your calendar with a big old star so you don't forget. Free shipping is only through the 14th. Our perk product of the month of March and April, it's for 2 months, is sleep. Don't forget about sleep. It's a good old product you can get for discounted perks. We have convention contest going on right now because our next event, our next opportunity to be in the room is convention in Dallas. It's in June. I don't 100% remember the dates off the top of my head, but it's in June. Convention is the next time to be in the room. I love you so much. And if you are serious about Plexus, I expect you to be in the room. Convention is the Super Bowl of all the things that we have. And if you thought the nuggets of training that the girls shared tonight were good, we get like triple that in training at convention. If you're like, I just don't know how I can afford to get there, there is travel cash available in the contest. And you're going to see, and I am so excited about this, that everything that we talk about, earning the incentive, earning the convention contest things, all of the things are right in line. What you do for one is going to reward you in another, and it all stacks on top of each other. Register for convention. Oh, Mom, I think you shut your video off. Where did you go? Oh, she's me. That's confusing. Hi, Mom.
I'm right here. I am.
Okay, will you go back to the post about dropping your convention registration and draw for the winner of the hydrate? I meant to do that today and I forgot.
Yes.
Thank you.
But also, before you mute me and before we get super carried away, we already have 2 people that have already shared the love this month. So shout out to Lacey Hull and Taylor Bohach. I just had to squeeze that in really fast. Go ahead.
Did? Way to go, friends. They're gonna be at convention. You bet. I'll bet you them too. They'll be there. We still have Fast Start Refresh. Lacey has already hit Fast Start Refresh Senior Silver, which is so exciting. If that's not your goal, that's your goal now for February or for March. We're in March now, you guys. I came home from the cruise and we are in March and my brain cannot wrap my head around it. Meet Plexus calls Monday and Thursday at 8 p.m. If you do not have an alarm set an alarm. They are non-negotiable to be there. And if you're on most of them, then it's okay if you miss one. But you need to be there and be bringing a friend with all the love in my heart. We have our Move It March accountability group that starts next week, and then it ends with a reset. The Post is in Success starts with you. If you feel like you missed that, Go and find it. We're gonna be moving it in March. Gold call with Jory is at 12:30 on Tuesdays. Don't forget about that. It's already confirmed for tomorrow at 12:30. So we're not gonna like be moving it last minute. I'm so grateful. He texted me back today. So gold call with Jory is at 12:30 tomorrow and on future Tuesdays. Does anybody have any questions? June 17th through the 19th is convention. iPads, lots of iPads for the second choice. And a red light mask. Okay. I was gonna stop the recording before I share this, but I feel like it should just be on the recording. So I'm just gonna keep going. Before I pass it over to Lacey to run us through a 35 to Thrive, I just want to give you some encouragement and do not tune me out. If you have not listened to anything else this entire call, listen to this, okay? I love you so much. And I think it's the conviction of being on the cruise and seeing all kinds, shapes, sizes, different walks of life kind of people on the cruise. Oh, hearts. That was great. Can we have it again? Makes me not feel so bad to love you a little bit hard for just a second. It was seeing all kinds on that cruise ship that makes me believe so much bigger that you deserve to be on the next one. The people on this group that show up to our Monday night calls every single week or watch the recording. I know we have some friends who watch the recording. I believe that you can be there. I talk to people who I know you are as qualified as, with all the love in my heart. So I want to encourage you because the girls who were on the cruise and who earned the credits do the things that Lacey is going to walk us through. There's no secret sauce. There's nothing else. She walks us through exactly what to do. It's nothing new every single week. You can find it in the board. She follows the exact flow. A lot of times she reads exactly off of it, the 35 to Thrive. So I just want to encourage you. I want to be real with you because I want you on the next trip. So I'm going to love you hard for a second, and I'm going to tell you what that's going to take. If you want 6 people to join you in March, are you ready? If you want 6 people to join you in March, you need to send 60 messages in March. Now, if you're like, okay, count me out, no thanks. That's because 1 in 10 are going to say yes. So maybe if you feel like you're spinning your wheels, it's just because you haven't asked enough people. What if? Oh, somebody won the hydrate. Hold on. Vanessa, you win you some watermelon hydrate, girl. And it's so good. We didn't even talk about the hydrate. Nobody had the hydrate on their best thing. My Alexa was listening to us. She's excited about hydrate. It is so good. If you have not ordered it, highly recommend. I had the kids try it. If you don't give your kids hydrate. I had the kids try it on the boat, and Lane said it's the only thing he'll ever drink for the rest of his life. So it's real good. Good, kid approved. Okay, so 60 messages to have 6 people get started with you in March. If you've been doing the things with Lacey, it's not going to feel that heavy because you've been doing the work up to this point. Does that make sense? So let's break it down even more. All that is 2 people a day. That feels a little bit more doable. Yes, 60 feels a little scary. 2 people a day we can do. 4 people a day because we're going to front load the month and pretend the month ends on March 14th. Remember, because free shipping ends. 4 people a day. Or if you get on Monday nights and this is the only time that you work your business, that's fine. You can do it that way. But that means you're sending 14 or 28 if we're front loading the month messages tonight. I just want to be real with you what it's going to take because I know you have it in you and I love you so much and I want you to set your goals and I want more than anything to see you hit them. And I don't want to be what stands in your way of what's really going to get you there and get your wheels turning so that way you're rolling into convention with a room full of people and people are watching you walk around and they're like, I don't know what she's doing, but I'm gonna be doing that. Because it's so possible. I want you to get intentional about your conversations because I guarantee you're scrolling anyway. Me too. Guilty. So what if before you scroll, you may have your intentional conversations? Just a simple switch of how you do it. A simple switch with what you have in your pocket already is going to take you so far. Brittany Howard shared this at the end of the training, which got a little muddy, but there she said, so you help 6 new VIPs get started in March. By the numbers, 2 will probably add a +1. By the numbers, 1 of those will go silver. What if it takes less? What if you set your goal for 60 messages in March and it takes you less than that? Or what if you set your goal for 60, it takes you less and you keep going and you fly past your goal? What if you help 6 and develop 2 silvers in March? What's that going to do for your paycheck? I want you to send the messages. And then when they say no or they hold back, you are then posting to change what they think and make them curious again. Because you're sharing stories, because you're talking about how this is changing your days. All of this in 35 to Thrive works together. Mention other things and talk to your people without tagging them in your posts. But you know that you can talk to them. You know what they need to hear. So that way, when you circle back, they're open and they have more questions, or they're open to answering your questions. And with all of this, I'm so excited about the iPad, the Apple Watch, and the red light mask. But I want you to work for after March and play the long game. Because really, that's what this is about. Playing the long game now is going to set you up for the next leaders retreat, is going to set you up for the Alaskan cruise, is going to set you up for convention, is going to set you up for what's coming. Play the long game, and then you just get to play all these little mini short games each month in between with the incentives, with the convention contest. So then for the next contest, you're rolling into that contest with other people sharing. And that makes credits add up really, really fast. You don't have to work so hard. These little tweaks and being consistent and having realistic expectations that align with your goals, it's going to take you a long way. And I love you so much. And I feel like I'm here to push you more than I've been pushing you. And if you're happy where you're at, I'm happy where you're at. If you're not, let's freaking go. Okay? Now, nobody hang up on me and hate me because that was really out of my comfort zone to talk to you like that. But I truly do see so much in all of you. And I love you so much. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop the recording. I was trying to read the chat.